Is the stream working?
Big bro moment. Let me check.
I just got one right
Alright, there we go. Yep, it's working.
Copy text. Delete message.
Alright, we're out here.
Boom.
Alrighty. We're live. Are both of your teams ready?
Let me just ask them. Okay.
Alright.
Let me turn off my Wi-Fi. If you need anything, ping Ace, or otherwise my internet will skyrocket. Because my family is downstairs.
Ooh, dang. Unlucky.
Unlucky.
Alright, my team's ready.
Alright, we got one team ready.
Alright, Hugh,
We'll
are we
just wait
ready?
for the team. Alright.
And while
as we
he's
get the
doing
okay,
that,
we're ready to
go
start.
ahead and introduce stream. Welcome everyone. This is first ever Ascension Clan tournament. We are in the finals today. We have Outrage versus Syndicate tournament finals. We're gonna see who's able to come up on top and represent the clan as its best team.
Yep, I for one am very excited. We had talked up the tournament for what, a month, 2 months before we even started. It's finally here, it finally started, and we're finally in the finals. This is it.
Right. This is the beginning of the end. This is the end of the beginning.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I think that's more appropriate. Yeah, it's the end of the
Yeah.
beginning, because this is the beginning, really, for this clan.
Right. Just I really don't know, like, what that I have as where that I want to put my bets as the winning team. I just want to see where this goes.
Yeah, I think both teams definitely have like very strong rosters, and I think they have their strong points. So this will definitely be a very close game.
Right, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell everyone in chat now. Whenever the games end and we announce a winner, make sure to stay after, as we're gonna have a little announcement on stream and in chat.
All right, we're ready. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Ready.
Good luck, both of you.
Alright, good luck, Hugh.
Alright. Team chat, everybody, let's have some good games.
Yep. And once we get in there, just real quick, I'm gonna make sure that my pause is working, because last time it was not. We want to make sure just in case.
Very, very good, and we've seen this map, I don't know, 1,000 times. So we got chocolate cow's milk being started out of the gate.
Alright, my pause is working. PSA.
Let's go.
We're gonna be good to go. We're only slightly scuffed now.
Right, just slightly. We're improving. So I didn't expect them to start chocolate cow out of the gate. I feel like that's always kind of been just like a second map, like here I got you.
Yeah,
like
maybe they feel like a little more confident now with them on the control point.
I guess so, and either that or they might be thinking that if I were Outrage, I would for sure be thinking, well, we won't have to worry about chocolate first map.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that this might just be like an initial blow.
Yeah. Interesting compositions to start out here. Surprised to see actually Wormy on the ball rather than Tim. Never mind, Tim's gonna go ahead and switch over to the ball.
You'll see Wormy on the ball instead of the Rhine, and Mysticis, also known as Fuego, on the Orisa.
Yep. That's definitely not a look that we're used to seeing from the Syndicate's team, but I think it'll work. Wormy's gonna go ahead and go for some decent early damage.
Oh, does not manage to catch anyone in
King
the
Ricardi gets Wormy out
take out Wormy.
Yep.
You hate to see that, and they're
that's gonna be a big player advantage.
For sure, and Fearless
See if they can
is
clean up.
taking out Kanto.
Yeah, you do not want to get into that corner with Creeper there.
Right, and they really a really big message sent there, just taking that first that that first cap can really send a message and can immediately shake them.
Yep, early ult advantage here for Outrage. As we see, Frozen is already 70% to his Bob, and this guy all tournament long has been building these Bobs so quickly, so consistently.
For sure, it's been absolutely, probably the MVP of both of the matches that he is.
Fago's already half health, even just to get to the point, he can't even get there.
And Syndicate is getting melted by Outrage.
Tim's got slept by Nimrod, but he's back awake now.
And if they don't do something, Nimrod does manage to catch a pick onto Game Freak. If they can take points really quick, because before that the Lucio gets back, I think that they might have a chance, and we'll see Kyre swap onto the Genji.
Yeah, I think Syndicate needs to just ignore the point here and just win the fight and then take point.
Right. And
Nano
we'll
here onto Wormy.
Popping onto the Winston. See a Frozen's Bob come out, but barely missing the point. However, I think it's in a good enough spot, and they managed to.
Kyrie almost gets down Noob Gamer.
Right, we'll see Chocolate attempting to cap or just trying to hop out of there, just get as much damage as he can.
Your guess is as good as mine. Fearless does get trapped by the random trap and left on 5 health.
He gets staggered by Game Freak. That's a huge pick, especially when almost all of their team is back.
Yep. He's gonna go ahead and drop the mines and melt Fuego immediately, and Creeper's gonna follow up with 2. Good sleep coming out from Nimrod, but it's looking like it's gonna be all a little too late.
And Outrage just made a really big statement, especially on
it's likely gonna be on Wormy to touch here.
Right.
He's getting body blocked right now though. And he's not even gonna be able to touch, that's unlucky.
Not able to cap.
Yep.
It's like they might have to resort to some of their best strats, or I don't know.
100 to
what
0
do you
for
think that it
there.
is? This is not the syndicates that we're used to seeing.
Yeah, I think they just need to go to what they know works for them. I think Wormy on this Rhine is going to be really powerful. Their Rhine Zarya, we know, is definitely something to be feared. And I also want to see what their DPS can do here. They're going with a lot of close-up damage, very brawly.
We'll see Chocolate resort over to the Reaper rather than the Junkrat, and managing, or actually a May, but managing to convince Chocolate to swap that quick is really scary. We're gonna see Outrage coming out with the dive comp.
Yep, Syndicate's gonna go ahead and take low ground here and go straight to the point.
Smart move if they can make sure to punish Tim as quick as possible. And the May wall.
Yeah, set up with the torp here.
And
Fearless is immediately gonna get walled off.
That's gonna be a huge pick, a really smart choice.
Yeah, Frozen taking a really interesting off angle here, but there's not much that he can do with them just already set up on this point.
Right.
This is going to be a very hard composition to get off at this point.
For sure, especially with the May. I don't know if dive is the answer here. I would look for more of like an Arisa Sigma type.
Yeah. I will say though, I think that if any team can make dive onto this point work, I think it's Outrage.
For sure, I agree 100% with that.
Yeah, they've showed this tournament that their dive is really something impressive.
And Reaper points right onto Kyre, and he is
big
down.
purple from Nimrod.
Are by themselves on point, but the wall manages to come down just in time. The Creeper
Good
does
pin
manage
there.
to get picked by Fuego. Very nice pin.
Yep.
From Wormy.
Wormy with the Shatter's gonna go ahead and drop it onto Frozen.
Alright,
Frozen's actually trapped in the ceiling there.
Following up with 2
Yep,
picks.
good pin onto Fearless.
Nice picks from Outrage. It looks like
Yeah, they are managing to turn this, it looks like.
They managed
Cyber
to
doing
turn
really well.
this one around. That's what happens whenever you don't punish Fearless. You will die if you don't take care of him accordingly.
Bit of a late nano onto Fearless. I'm not totally sure how necessary that was. Game Freak gets purple, he's got to get away now.
I feel like it just, if anything, it secured it.
Yeah. I think that Syndicates might need to switch it up here though, composition wise, because it's going to be very hard to retake with this composition. Kyrie almost taken out, he's just barely kept up, and Dopey decides to drop the sound barrier.
And they will get a free take from
They'll
that
just
because
edge it back.
of the Maywall. The Maywall's doing a lot of work here, but Creeper decides to respond with that tire. as well as a grab and ult are going everywhere this fight.
Yeah,
No
I think
clear
Syndicate
winner
does
of the
have
fight
this
yet.
double shatter in from Wormy, and they will secure that. Fearless
And
though
the
saying
next-
never says die. He does get pinned though.
Another primal monkey from Fearless.
Yep.
What a player.
Fago in the
Man, it
meantime
is
gonna
the
try and
fake
hunt down Cyber here.
We'll get, when Nazaria's got humbled, didn't even think about that Diva coming in from behind, but a really nice ult from Kyre is going to be able to buy them, hopefully just enough time, but we have a nanoed Frozen, however he is anti, so he may go down, he may not.
Yo, Frozen actually
He's gonna wall
stuns
off
it Chocolate out of the May ult, so that's just an ult completely
Really?
down the drain, yeah. You could hear the voice line going off, but it was right as the stun came in. That was a huge stun from Frozen.
For sure. No. I think that might have saved him, that honestly.
Yeah. I think that if they would have got that May ult off, it would have stalled just long enough for Syndicates to maybe mount a counterattack and get their team back to the point.
Alright. No, we're gonna see Wormy has his shatter.
Yeah,
online.
not a lot of ults here for either team, but Wormy can
Who will
basically
fall
end this
victim
fight.
to the Wormy
He gets
shatter.
walled off.
And they are getting
Frozen
some
on the other
really
hand.
nice picks here.
Yeah, the outrage damage is
Wormy
just too
manages.
much right now for Syndicates.
Right, we'll see Chocolate trying to stall, but the fight's over. At this point, he's just gonna be staggered.
Yep. Syndicates just has to win one fight still here on that 99%. Although it's starting to
Yeah.
look like Outrage is going to have to defend for only one more fight as well, as we're nearing the 80% mark.
Right, it looks like that Outrage has a little bit better ult economy here, honestly.
Yep.
And he's fishing for that.
See, Frozen just has
monkey
to
on
drop
that
this.
Big shatter. Oh, by a high
Doesn't
noon
find
for
anything
Wormy.
yet.
Doesn't manage to catch anyone, but the picks
Yeah.
are going in favor. Of
Yeah, the shatter
Outrage.
came in from Wormy, but there's just not much that he can do when
But,
you can't
I mean,
follow
that
up on that with
grab,
the previous high nooning.
It held him back.
And yeah, it's a good grab there. Curry's
But
gonna get taken out
it
by
just doesn't
Fearless.
matter.
And it's looking like it's gonna be a hold for Outrage and a map win.
There's a map win for Outrage. Now you can really tell that Syndicate. I feel like they just kind of got shook out of the gate just because that they've been absolutely trucking through everyone that they played.
Yeah, this is definitely the very best two teams in this clan going against each other here.
Right.
We're going to see a play of the game coming in here from Cyber, just putting in solid shots, solid healing. He's a very good all-around Baptiste player. We're going to go ahead and go back to
sure.
lobby.
It's like we're gonna see a hybrid map from.
Yep.
And the choice is Syndicates. And hold your pogs ready for I can vote. Let's go.
Yep. We'll see.
Back.
Alright.
Good match. What's the map going to be, Hugh?
Yep.
Alright.
And it's going to be a hybrid map. Hopefully he got
And
that.
just to clarify with everyone, this is a 7-map series. So after the payload map, which will be the 4th map, we will reiterate the hybrid 2CP payload maps if needed. And essentially, this is a bit more of a... It's a bit more of first to 4, unless teams want to play more after that they have secured their 4 wins.
And hopefully we won't be seeing a
and-
4-0. I want to see this match just go all the way.
Alright.
The current
And,
score is
if-
1-0 to Outrage.
Alright,
Final.
and if it does...
Yep. King's
Kings
Row.
Row.
A classic.
Of course. Of course.
Everybody
course
loves
you-
King's Row.
See it coming from a mile away.
Give me a second.
That's Fugo.
Fuego?
King's Row. We're taking out Fuego for... Alright. Missile coming in for Fuego. Alrighty.
Right. Let's get the second map underway.
Yep, let's go ahead and get it started. Good luck, everybody. Oh, not yet? Okay, that's cool.
Okay. Yep. Back up.
We'll just back out as soon as we can.
Yep.
Alright, let us know what you want to change up. Alright, hentai coming in for Dopey. Alright, anybody else?
Oh, yep. I don't believe I have him, so we might need to. Alright.
Yeah. Remind me, which ecstasy? Because there are two, right? I don't think that I have the other one. Whichever one is online.
Hugh's gonna
Oh, there we
invite.
go.
Hello?
Hello.
What happened?
We're
we
just
need
getting
some
a couple
more
more
subs.
subs in. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And ecstasy is on Syndicate, right? Okay, I'm not
Yes.
tripping, right?
And we'll go ahead and take this time to take a look
Yes.
at our sponsors.
Oh, we have sponsors now.
No.
Oh, okay.
One day. One
Yeah.
day.
I wish.
Just message us. We are Ascension Clan. We would love for you to sponsor us.
Alright, so
Raid
you do you want me to
Shadow
put
Lemons.
ecstasy
Raid
in
Shadow.
or ecstasy in for Kyrie? Alright, cool.
Make sure that he knows to change his player icon.
Yep.
Okay. I thought you meant SC.
Like at this
Yeah.
point we kinda got it. Alright. Alright.
Alright.
Tim, are y'all ready to go? Alright, cool. We'll get started. Oh wait. Okay.
Tell Ecstasy to change his icon, dude. Just looks weird.
Who's going in for chocolate? Gary's going in for chocolate. Alright.
Alright.
Alright. Are you ready this time? Are you good to go?
You?
Alright, I'm gonna take this as a yes and we're gonna get started.
Alright.
Alright, good luck.
Yeah.
Alright. A little bit of an intermission. Nothing that hasn't happened before. It's better than
Yeah.
a server error.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna really hope that one of those doesn't pop up again.
If it doesn't, we can always just reschedule because this is too important to
Yeah.
just allow people to just accept a win or loss.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. And I think both of these teams are too competitive to let that happen anyway.
Right. You know, if it is, we do have a way of compensating.
Yeah.
And I'm actually really surprised that they swapped out Chocolate for being one of his best maps, but I
Yeah.
guess that they could run it back on a second hybrid if Syndicate's able to win some matches.
Yep.
They could get their run back here. And do we let teams play a second map in a row? I'd say probably not. Chocolate might be actually lagging because I know that was an issue
Yeah.
before.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
I
Alright.
hate to see it.
Alright, it's looking like it's looking like we're just gonna see a Ryan Zarya from Outrage definitely playing it safe here. They could play Dive on this map.
Right.
Dive is very famously good on this map.
Right.
But we're just
we'll
gonna go and see the Ryan Zarya.
Matrixing what could have been a huge nade from Cyber. That's automatically looking really good for Syndicate. Really good Matrix for Lady.
Creeper's
Fire
already
going
got
down
Kyrie out.
first.
Yep.
Kyrie, not Kyrie, I'm stupid. You will see them backing off here, trying to extend that poke phase for just as long as they can, try to build up ultimates until that Kyrie gets back. And it looks like they have started their rotation. That's a big ante from Cyber. Trying to just to catch 3 people, but Nimrod's Nano is online, man. I think that can
I won't be surprised at all to see him just give it to Wormy, but he does get picked off by Noob. That's a huge pickup. That's gonna absolutely stop their. Yep. That's just gonna completely stop that.
Big picks.
Fearless gonna get ecstasy, and they're gonna see if they can get the deep out of the mech. Not quite. They'll simply reset now.
Right.
Fearless coming up on the shatter here. A lot of ults coming up actually for Outrage.
Right, and we see actually somebody ahead in charge, shatter-wise, up against Wormy. You never see those. Hardly.
Yeah, if there is going to be somebody to match up with Wormy on the Ryan battle, it's going to be Tim though.
Right.
They're gonna go ahead and go over to the high ground here and try and just force them out. Ecstasy gets caught out though. He does manage to get the Bob out.
He gets grabbed in a shatter.
Yep, 2 in the shatter for Fearless.
Onto the back line.
And Frozen gets 2 with the Deadeye as well.
And it is to catch another.
They actually went with the electric cowboy there. Ecstasy is going to go over to the soldier.
We'll see. Lady trying her
Creeper's coming back
best
with his
to get out of
tire.
there.
We'll see if he can pick somebody off here. And they do have the Nano Blade available actually here.
Oh, true.
Nimrod and Kyrie could combine here.
Sends him to be able to start moving this payload.
However, I won't be surprised if the Nano Blade comes out to see Creeper just solo tire it. I think that's a very real possibility. He's gonna go with the tire. Yep. He gets slept and blown up.
Wasn't able to apply the nano. What a huge play, but we will. But Wormy is
going to get nanoed.
He
can drop the shatter. It gets completely blocked though. He only gets 1 with it. Shield's almost broken. He's gonna get stunned and destroyed.
Half of a tick, but it just doesn't count as Frozen managed to clean up yet another fight.
Yep.
And he's Frozen and Tim and Noob Gamer are really posing some huge threats to them right now.
Yep, definitely.
They're doing a lot of work. And, we will see the bomb active for Lady. I think that if they could get a little bit more flexible with their DPS picks, I think that Syndicate would be able to have this. Would be able to have a lot better of a chance here, but we'll see Wormy come out with a charge, fall back with another charge. We'll see the
Frozen trying to pick off the honor there.
Creeper.
Yep. Tim's gonna drop the shatter. That's a massive shatter. That is incredible. Just gets past the shield. He almost gets taken out though.
We'll see the nano visor coming out, or not the nano visor, the regular visor.
Just the regular visor.
Does have a nano.
Yep. And they've almost got the Genji blade as well. That's gonna be their Hail Mary here.
And Diana has no.
Wormy gets anti, actually almost gets taken out.
Extremely close to dying.
Just manages to stay alive.
Feel like that they.
Yeah, they're gonna nano Wormy, but they do have the blade here.
To slip up, it would have been right there.
Okay, Kyrie's got the blade, and they've got no defensive ult now. He gets stunned up for a second, but we'll see if he can take out Tim. And Creeper manages to go in. Yep. It doesn't matter what he can do now. Noob and Frozen and Creeper all coming together to take out this team, and they're gonna get the full hold.
A full hold. You don't see those very often, especially up against a team like Syndicates.
Yep.
The only team that's ever been able to hold them off for this long has been Team Equinox in the first round.
Yeah, I want to see, I don't know about you, but I think I'm going to predict the Outrage running dive here. Because we've seen that they like this dive composition, so I think there's a very good chance that they're going to pull that out here. Because King's Row famously is a very good map for dive. There's so much high ground that you can play around.
Right. I would be pretty confident putting money on that, I'll be honest with you. Now, we're going to see if I'm money in the hole or not.
Just about actually looking like the ball dive. Yeah, it's actually looking like the ball dive, which I will say is a little more annoying as a support to deal with than the regular dive.
Right. We'll see Gold hop onto the Roadhog.
Yep, that's interesting.
Hey, quick question: is the player allowed to switch roles during the second round, right?
Yeah, like
Oh,
between
yeah.
rounds, yeah, they can.
Okay, okay, cool.
Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's how they run it in Overwatch League as well. Because
Oh yeah, for
I have
sure.
seen,
I've seen
I forget, I think there was in like season 1, somebody got onto like the wrong, like a
Rascal,
DPS
maybe?
player got onto support or something like that. They just had to play it out. They had to play it out for the rest of the round, but not for the rest of the map.
Right.
Frozen already gonna pick off Kyrie.
Big early pick on the Kyrie.
Yeah.
And they do only need a tick here.
Yep.
And they are all looking pretty low, but their healers are doing an excellent job of keeping their team up. So it just might be a hold from. This looks like that it might be a hold from Syndicate.
Yep.
Of course, they're not going to go down.
Good charge
without a
in there
fight.
onto the creeper. It's a really big anti though. Miss might just
See,
get
Fearless
demexed
doing,
almost.
A lot of
Not
work.
quite.
He managed to get picked. Managed to
Yep.
stay in for just a tad bit too long there.
Yeah, they're peeling very well to deal with those dive tanks. Frozen manages to pick up ecstasy, but with both things down,
Right,
they can't
but-
push into that.
Frozen is just demolishing them.
Yeah, and you know, syndicates are a team that will push you to your spawn door.
Alright, so
Tim's
if
gonna
they
go
can
ahead
get,
and roll all the way through. He's got the mines
they
as
can
well.
get control of Frozen, I think they've got a chance. And Kyrie manages to find control right as they are coming back with FSC on the Tracer, but Tim managed to respond with the ball. But Anti manages
Yeah,
to
big
respond with the
anti there.
and it does catch Gameberg. And it looks like that it might catch the Mercy as well. It does fall by a sleep, but it looks like the Syndicate will hold this fight once again. And,
Yeah,
we will
definitely
see,
solid hold coming here so far from syndicates. They're dealing with
For
Tim
sure.
very well.
It's
Ecstasy's actually back on the Tracer now instead of the junk.
Alright. Could maybe see him maybe a swap here?
Yep,
Or
5
just,
stack of ultimates here for Outrage. If they're going to take it, it's probably going to be now.
Right. Starting with Frozen.
Yep, they got the
Activating
Nanoblade
his
online, they're
sight,
gonna go for it.
access to the back line.
They've got 2 already with the
See 2
Nanoblade, he gets
picks.
3.
And the
Looking for
bubble
4.
is encapsulated.
See how many he can make it.
Big
Wormy's gonna shatter
from
him.
Wormy's sending a message.
He gets anti though, and that's
but
just too
it
much
doesn't
for him.
matter. Just a little bit too much for them, and it looks like that it will take it.
Yep, they will
I
just
feel
about
like
take it.
that if they would have been a little bit more on point with that Diva Bomb and left it to not be encapsulated by the Winston bubble, or at least tried to kill the Winston bubble,
Yeah, I
then
think that they were
might have had
trying
a better
to
chance
use.
there.
Yeah, I think they were trying to use the Diva Bomb as a response to the Genji, because if the Genji's going in basically alone, like Genjis usually do with an Nanoblade, he usually will get killed by a Diva Bomb. But I think
Right.
it was a really good bubble from Creeper, and they couldn't get it off.
9 nanoboosts, 4
Yep.
applied, and some really impressive average energy from Noob Gamer.
Yep.
But
There you
we
go
can't
back to
count out the almost 11k heals from Nimrod, and of course a lot of damage left from Wormy. So both teams are really putting in a lot of effort, but Outrage is barely managing to come out on top.
Yep.
You will see 2CP, everyone's favorite map type, up next.
Yep.
Hold your pods in chat, prepare us. Alright,
Give me a second.
has managed to make it back.
Horizon and Paris are banned, right? Because they're banned in professional.
I mean,
Well, we didn't ban them before, so I don't think that they're going to
yeah.
be banned here.
I think it's fine. And,
Alright,
but, I
and
mean,
then Dopian
who's,
for
who's
hentai.
gonna pick Horizon?
Yeah. Alrighty.
Horizon, low W.
Yep. Alright, so just let me know if you have any more subs and what map you want.
Remember, it does have to be 2CP. Hold your
keeping
pods
our
in chat.
Alright. Sounds good. As soon as we get the map selection in, we'll go ahead and get started.
Alright. I might actually play some comp after this, to be honest with you.
I might work on leveling up a new alt account.
Right.
Yeah.
And I do need to take my alts a little bit more serious. I would like to get my alts, because I'd say I could probably get my alt up to like masters a lot easier than I could my main.
Yeah.
The MMR on this account is very, very different, and I'm a lot more confident playing on my alt.
Yeah. Alright, we should hopefully be getting this map again pretty soon.
And my friends list is just filled with just the A player icon and the Overwatch black icon.
Yep.
I've got, if I were to bet money, I would almost, I'd say that we're probably going to be looking at maybe a Hanamura or Volskaya situation.
Yep. Yep, Hanamura, right as he says it, right on time.
Easy clap.
Hanamura. Alrighty. And, is that gonna be all you're gonna need in terms of subs? Alright, then we're gonna go ahead and get it started. Good luck, everybody.
Alright.
Good luck again here.
And, I believe this is actually the first time that we've seen Syndicate down more than two, or down more than one.
Yep.
Or much less having more than one map taken from them.
Yeah, this Syndicate team is gonna be pretty tough to beat, but Outrage, it's definitely seemed like it's up to the task.
Right, I feel like that if there's any map that can just shift and allow for another team to get a point, it would be it would for sure be 2CP.
Yep.
You can gimmick.
Yeah,
the most.
2CP can be taken just so quickly. It's just one fight and you're halfway there, another fight and you've got both points and you're good to go.
Right. Hopefully they take their chances, and they're gonna make close. I think I'm gonna be rolling out with a symmetric comp with the May, and it looks like that they're gonna be TPing the point and walling off.
Yep, we're gonna see Tim on the defensive ball here.
For a free tick, unless that, that Junkrat, if the rat is able to break walls super quick, they could get a contest in before that they get a tick if they end up managing to make it to point.
Yep. This Smasher strike can definitely be annoying to deal with. Frozen's going to be able to get a lot of ult charge though whenever they teleport in, because that's a pretty easy dynamite to hit. Just onto a Sim teleporter.
Cyber up top calling it out.
Yep.
See if it will work or not. And they have Fearless as well.
Yep, they've already got it set up. And they're going to go ahead and take one, and they take out Nimrod. That's a huge pick.
But
let's see, they are going to get a tick for free.
Yep. That was a really smart pile drive. But,
definitely.
I don't think Fearless will be able to spin around as much as he would enjoy to having a May and Sim turrets to deal with.
Yep.
As we will
yeah, Outrage are going to
hold.
stabilize.
And,
good plays coming out here from Tim.
I don't know if you saw, but Fearless actually delayed the time that it took half of Syndicate to hop on 2 point with the TP because of his pile drive. It was a really smart play from him.
Yeah, definitely. That's not something that you often think of, is as the ball being used to counter a sim strat here.
Right. We will see him getting bullied.
We'll get slept and get bullied and just about taken out, and he does get taken out. That's a big pick.
He's taken out. It's a big pick.
Yep, Outrage down to 1 tick against this dive comp.
And we'll be heading
could be very difficult to hold.
In, but having a Junkrat and a Ash, shoving damage through.
Tire going to come in here, and it is going to get chocolate. Frozen also picking off too.
All right, and Fearless does manage to make it back before that they had a chance to hop on the point. I feel like I played a little bit too slow there.
Yeah, they definitely need to take that as fast as possible because the ball can get back very quickly.
Alright, especially Fearless. He knows what he's doing. He will be back within mere seconds.
Yeah, Frozen's almost got a bob
trying
here.
to get a contest, followed by the Diva, manages to get separated.
That's a good headshot coming up for Frozen. He's gonna be able to take out Ecstasy.
Alright. And we're gonna see Baptiste getting bullied. Manages to get hit out of his immortality field, and Creeper manages to go down the process, but the Baptiste makes it out, but we'll see a response from not only a Bob, but a Valkyrie, and from the other team we did see...
Game Freak going crazy, managing to get that red there.
Alright, we'll see, this, stabilize, put the mines in it. You might seem to be lagging a little bit.
Oh, I am?
Just a tad. It's only coming in every now and then.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see, if you're looking on my screen, you see a scared Nimrod. He knows that the ball is there.
Yep.
Just can't see it, and that's honestly really scary, especially for somebody like Tim. Manages to get that pull and pile drive. Yep. Frozen manages to grab a pick. Super huge.
Yeah,
we'll
they nano wormy, but he's not gonna be able to do much really.
Alright. And even if they don't touch the point for the rest of the match, they can technically still win this because of that symmetric play.
Yep, Ecstasy does manage to take out Frozen, but he will get revives basically as soon as possible. It's so hard when you're Ryan against this comp because you have Lucio, and so they can really just kite you whenever you try and go in, and you're just not gonna be able to close the distance.
Right, we'll see the Bob come out, big tire from
double from Creeper there.
And his tires have been insane, and Cyber doing an amazing job with Fearless cleaning up. Managed to grab 3 that fight.
A lot of Creeper's tires, it's not even necessarily that they're insane like 4 or 5 man tires or something, but really a lot of it is just that good headshots coming in from Frozen. Really just a lot of them are just consistently getting a pick. Missile Lady gets nice 2, but they can't touch.
Just a little bit late on that. If they would have had it a fight early, I think that they could have got it. That was a really nice bomb placement from Lady, but it just didn't happen where it counted.
Yep.
It sent a message though.
It's gonna be an almost full hold from Outrage.
Right.
So Syndicate is gonna have to play just about perfect here. And on that King's Row map, they did actually for a while hold them really well, and all it took eventually was the Nano Blade coming out that sealed the deal. But before the Nano Blade, really, I think that Syndicates is holding them pretty solidly, pretty comfortably.
Right. If they can manage to get the full hold here, this will be a victory for Syndicate.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna try to run the Sombra. I guess to try to get that early early rollout from Tim. Managed to hack him early, but
yeah, I think that they're predicting that Tim's gonna play the ball here, but it's not looking like he's gonna do that. And Winston is not necessarily as good of a hack target.
Like another defense dive, like they have been known to play in the past.
Yep.
But they're doing a good job mixing up here. Creeper back on the raft.
Yeah, we'll see how defensively Ecstasy decides to play against this dive comp, because the Diva can be a really good dive or hack target.
Alright, and maybe they have the Sombra out, maybe for the defense EMP bomb, maybe it's to contest Frozen more easily, maybe it's for all of it. Either way, I don't see the Sombra as a bad pick here, and it looks like the Sombra will be going in trying to get an early contest, some early damage on there.
We're gonna see if Frozen can manage to get an early pick off. He's got a Lucio in his sights. He does get the Lucio.
Manages to get a pick on Dopey, and that one pick might have just sealed the deal unless Syndicate has anything to say about it.
Yeah, very good pin from Wormy is going to slow them down, get New Gamer down enough. Yeah, Frozen's just hitting his shots right now. So they are down players, but they do have more point presence than this dive comp. Creeper almost taken down again.
And another thing is that the Diva doesn't have mech yet.
Yep,
just
she is finally back.
To get mech. And manages to have it taken from an almost instantaneously. It looks like that Wormy might get a hold here.
Yeah, so far the peel from this entire Syndicate's team has been really solid.
Right.
We're gonna see if, like on that last map, Outrage can manage to just build up an ult bank and take it with ults, because right now in the neutral fight, I think Syndicates has the advantage.
Right. And right now, if I am Nimrod, I am extremely scared, especially on the.
Fearless is gonna go in with the Nano. He's just gonna burn down Dopey. You do not want to be Lucio there.
He wasn't playing with his team. I mean, we'll see the Shatter come out. I mean, we'll see the Bomb as well. Doesn't matter.
Frozen managed to pick up X's speed. Fearless gets Wormy.
Again. And it looks like the big tire from Chucklin that might be just enough to stabilize here if Lady is able to stay on.
You see,
there Lucio is coming in as quick as he can.
Yeah, if he does get slept up though, that's looking like it's gonna hit. Unless
and that is a take.
That is 3.
The Sombra Wrecking Ball is just barely not able to make it.
Yep.
If Syndicate was able to get maybe a quarter of another tick, they could have had the Sombra and the Wrecking Ball able to recontest, which could have been huge. We will see the 3 for Outrage, and
yeah, I don't think that we expected to be at match point this early in the game.
Right? Yeah, I'm just kind of in awe.
Yeah.
And if we see the 4-0, this will be officially known as the tournament that had only 3 and 4-0s except for 1 match.
Yep.
We will see a payload map coming up next, Syndicate's pick.
Alright, well you should be getting a map pick in here pretty soon. A map pick, and will let us know if they're doing any more subs as well.
Alright.
Alright, and we have fixed the stream description.
It's the Aurora Clan tournament. Let's go, dude.
Yep. Hopefully that should be fixed. Alright. Let's see, we're still waiting on a map pick and waiting to see if we have any subs for either team.
No subs for us.
No subs? Alright. Alright, sounds good. Hugh, any subs? And we also need a map pick. If Hugh's in here. Is he okay? Is he MIA or something? Coco did tell Hugh to talk to them in the party after that game. So maybe they're discussing things, strategizing at the moment. We do need to get this underway though, so.
Right.
Alright, let's see, we're going to Havana, Unana, and what was the sub? Alright, curry for chocolates. Alright. That look good?
Alright, we're ready.
Alright, both teams ready. We're gonna go ahead and get it started up. Alright, good luck everybody.
Alright. This is the first time we have seen Havana in the tournament.
Yep.
You excited to have a little bit of a breath of fresh air from what do we usually play on like Payload? I would assume it's probably Junkertown.
Yeah, Junkertown, which I'm a fan of escort maps. I actually really do like escort maps. Havana is up there. I really do like Junkertown too, especially that first point's so fun to play on. You just got so much space and everything.
Right.
But yeah, we're gonna see what these teams pull out. I'm not thinking that Outrage is gonna pull out the dive because this might not be the best dive map. It's very open and not a lot of high ground, especially on this first point.
Right.
As soon as I say that though, Fearless never backs down from a challenge. He's gonna looks like go ahead and pick the ball.
Right.
I would expect nothing less. And Frozen apparently is feeling his shot tonight because he's gonna go ahead and pick the Widow.
He has been doing great on those snipers.
Yeah. Yeah, Frozen has been super consistent all tournament. And just, I mean, this guy can click heads, you know?
Right.
Fearless is just gonna be scouting right now. He almost gets hacked up by Ecstasy though, and he does manage to take him out. I guess Ecstasy hadn't put a translocator yet. Frozen just about manages to pick off Lady. He get picks off in turn though by Kyrie. The res will be used.
To get the pick on Frozen, but he will be rezzed. As, it was like Syndicate has just been getting a lot of free carts.
Yeah, Cyber actually just now swapped to the Baptiste. Not sure what was taking him a while.
Pick from Frozen onto Nimrod, but Kyrie
so
responds from an arrow to the head, and Nimrod gets res. And this suddenly looks like it could be a fight one for Syndicate for this first point, and Jim is doing an excellent job of keeping that Sombra in check.
Yeah,
and you would think it would be the other way around.
Good pin too onto Noob. We're gonna see if his team can keep him alive. Nimrod pumping in the healing. Game Freak does manage to get New Gamer back up, but Fearless is gonna get taken out, and they are gonna get this first point.
Yeah, he will,
that was like a mini C9. I'll say I won't give them and say that it was a total C9, but I think it was like a mini C9.
Right. Almost. And Gold managed to get the pick onto Wormy, a stubborn player that he is being right now, but
yeah. I think
gotta do
that
what you gotta do.
Outrage has done a very good job this match so far of giving Wormy the space that he's trying to take and punishing him when he overextends.
Right.
Because Wormy's a very get-in-your-face type of player, and usually this team can back him up. We're gonna see if Ecstasy's gonna drop the EMP here pretty soon.
They've been doing a really good job of keeping him in check, no matter how much amount of pocketing that he's getting.
Yep, massive EMP, gonna get 4. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
The
shatter comes out from Wormy as well.
There might be nothing to follow up on that, but it looks like they were able to follow up just
get Tim out
in time.
Yep.
And
He's get Tim, the rest is gonna come in on Kyrie.
But the DPS for Outrage is still out and roaming free.
Fearless is just running house right here.
Fearless is playing the video game really hard.
Yep. They have so much damage that they could be putting into Fearless, but I really think that they just need some CC or a stun or something to be able to just deal with him.
Right, as you say that, we will see the Reaper come out. I feel like if we could see maybe a McCree here instead of a Hanzo, it wouldn't be as
he's gonna go ahead and solo ult Kyrie.
You hate to see that.
Yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do, and right now you would usually see the Reaper going in.
Tim is just absolutely fearless. Ecstasy's gonna try and get him in check.
That was a nice play. I don't know if that was intended or not.
Yeah, Frozen has already got another high noon out here. We're gonna see if he wants to drop this somewhere. Although as I say that, Hentai's gonna see if he can get a big grab off.
Right, and they've been holding their ults for quite a while, and if they can use it and use them properly, I think they've got this. And
Ecstasy already gets the DMAC on the noob.
D.Va goes down first. If they can get this grab dragon off and manage
he just yeets the grab, doesn't quite get him. He thought that they were in that corner there, and they're gonna shatter Frozen 3 down.
And there's 3 down there. It looks like that might be enough for them to catch this second point.
Wormy's gonna be going after Cyber here.
Manage to stay out alive.
He chases practically all the way back to his spawn. Cyber Creeper equalizes with Ecstasy, but they're still short-handed here.
Alright, and it seems they're just playing just a little bit too slow. They're just letting Outrage be able to come back.
Yep. They can just pocket Wormy now, though, and just absolutely not worry about a thing.
Alright.
Good pin onto the D.Va again.
For sure.
Just about gonna knock her out of the mech, and he's already got his shatter again.
Shatter.
Yep. That's gonna be 2. Fearless Tim is going to try to stall out here, but he's just gonna get melted down, especially by this Reaper. Did get a trap though.
The junk tire manages to catch nobody, and Fearless manages to pop off and get 2 picks.
Yep. They are going down though, it looks like.
If they can kill this Tracer.
They're just gonna secure it with the Reaper ult. That's one way to do it.
Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
We see Frozen is still out on the Tracer.
Hentai's almost dead.
Something that isn't a sniper.
Yeah. They're actually gonna get driven back here. Only 15 seconds to touch shoot. They gotta regroup right now.
Right, and it looks like that they actually have not gotten the second point yet. Just meters away.
Hentai is very close to this grab here.
Oh, almost.
Yep.
Just a couple of more meters was needed there. They were not going to allow
he yeets the grab and manages to find
the grab dragon come out.
Yep. They've got the picks that they need. We just need to see if they can clean up better than last time. It's looking like they will.
Right, especially with Wormy swinging that hammer as much as he can, and it looks like that will be a secured fight win, and that's exactly what they needed.
Yep. They're going to manage to get it through the second point and see what we can get.
And this can go a long way.
Frozen is going to go ahead and swap to Widow. Widow is so powerful on this point.
Right,
it's just nothing but long sight lines that the Widow can really take advantage of.
We will see Creeper on the Doomfist despite his Junkrat doing some amazing work.
Yep. And just as he say that, he's going to swap back to the Junk.
Yeah, I hate to see that. I was expecting to see some Doomfist action, but...
Yep. Let's see when Nim decides to drop this Nano.
Excellent Junkrat play. We see the dive down and another monkey.
We're down to 24 health.
He is getting monkey ult super quick. followed by the Diva Bomb from New
Very
Game.
good Diva Bomb there.
Taking shots, manages to take out Hentai, and it's just it's just outrage that's left.
Wormy almost gets the pin there.
And they're not quite able to get away. We'll see the pick onto
Yep,
Nimrod.
and he'll just go ahead and solo
shatter.
shatter the Diva. We'd love to see that.
But we do see picks looking to be swaying in favor of Syndicate.
Yep, XTC's gonna come back with the Reaper ult, gonna see if he can make it a big one. Might just use it here to try and melt down Tim.
Charge, and he gets
He does get taken down by Game Freak. See if Hentai can get this grab up in time. They've almost got the D-Mech on the Diva, and they do. And that's just a free grab now, but he whiffs that one as Fearless jumps away at just the wrong time.
And it looks like they might be able to hold here and push hard, but
well,
Fearless
Wormy's able to
is
capitalize and get two.
And Reaper gets the TP back on and manages to stay alive.
Yep, Ecstasy's still got this Reaper ult, so when the fighting gets close, when they have to fight on this point, they're gonna have the advantage with that Reaper ult. Frozen manages to pick off Nimrod, that's massive. Kyrie equalizes though.
They managed to get the res, so this fight is suddenly looking to be towards Syndicate. Once again, we see the Hanzo will come out again, that's big.
Yep.
The manages to
will take out
almost
Tim.
take Noob out of the mech.
It's a big health pull out.
Noob lost mech.
Yeah, Wormy will go ahead and solo shatter that there. Frozen takes out Nimrod again, and that's a huge tire for Creeper. FF forces the C9. Oh man.
I accidentally said shatter, I was so excited for that. That's an extremely big tire from Creeper,
yeah,
honestly.
That overtime which just went instantly.
I really can't choose between Creeper and Frozen at this point on who gets the MVP.
Yeah? Honestly, yeah, I'm not sure.
A lot of work.
I'm not sure between them. I think Fearless has also had a really good series. Cyber's had a very solid series on that main support.
For sure, he's been doing a lot there. You cannot count huge, and it will lead to the fight win.
Yep.
For Outrage, and I think that Syndicate's biggest bump in the road was caused by keeping Wormy in check, and what that has caused is a big issue for things like cleaning up and getting initial picks, and just that alone has caused a number of problems for Syndicate.
As soon as Wormy even steps through that window, he's just getting instantly focused down. Kyrie's gonna get Creeper though, that's pretty big.
No matter to trade.
Yep.
So we'll see that
Frozen
Dragon Mine, that's
a
lot of zoning.
Yep. It might get spun off the point.
The left side
Wormy gets frozen though. Wormy just about taken out, he does get run over eventually. Seems like Kyrie, the last one on there, 0.1 meters to go, and he jumps up too high and they get the point.
Just a bit too high.
Yep. I'm actually interested to see what Cyber decides to do with this nano, because usually he would put it onto Tim on the Winston, for instance. But
I'm thinking that we could see a machine gun noob gamer.
Yeah, that is true. That would be a decent target here.
That's what I'm expecting for them to do with a big pick from Frozen.
Yeah, already gets one, looking for another.
Kyrie. He does get res though, but it does use their res for the fight. They might need to play a little bit slower to try to get their res back for this fight, because you can't just not be worried that Frozen will just flick your head.
Yeah, there are a lot of ults coming up here for Syndicate. Kyrie takes out Frozen, but Game Freak will equalize. And they'll just go ahead and get Creeper with that grab.
For a bit more time, and we'll see the Nano Listen, or the Nano Ball coming out.
Bongo's gonna come out.
And that will allow them to keep pushing this point, but we'll see the res onto SC, onto the Creeper. We'll see the High Noon come out. Doesn't manage to catch anyone, though.
Yep.
We'll see a
Game Freak taken out by Nimrod. Nimrod, I gotta say, has been solid all tournament on this fight support position.
If he can just dodge Frozen, then I think that he'll be. I think think it'll be just okay, and Syndicate's managing to pull a hold out of that extremely long fight, causing Outrage a lot of time.
Yeah, that was very chaotic of a fight. That was a devolved fight pretty much from the beginning.
Right.
If I were a betting man, I would put money on Wormy solo shattering somebody.
Oh yeah.
He actually manages to get 3 there.
3.
Yep. There's a really good immortality build that came out though.
In his heart, that was 100% intended for that Orisa to fall.
Yeah, just a little bit too much damage though coming out from that side of Outrage, so he's not actually going to be able to stay alive and really capitalize on that shatter.
Right, just a little bit of extra damage, just a tad.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the Syndicates were quite ready for the shatter to come through. Actually, we're going to see the Nano Cowboy.
See the grab coming out again, and
yeah, good grab from that side. That's a very good combination
this time
there.
It managed to catch people, and we will see Syndicate managing to. Looks like that they're going to hold it pretty well. It's like if you can get Fearless to back off that quick, then the fight's over. He will stay in as long as he can.
Yeah, I mean when you get 2 or 3 caught into that Ground Dragon, that's basically half the team already that you know is just insta-killed. Because they're not running a Zen. As long as they burn down the immortality field as quickly as possible, that's just kill secured right there.
Right.
Syndicates are in a decent position to hold this, and you can see them rotating around to the top.
Right.
The team actually gets hacked up here by Ecstasy.
Very nice hack, and it looks like they're really comfortable here in the second point.
Yeah.
Big charge on the Wormy, doesn't mention one, but the High Noon will come out, manages to catch 2.
Frozen with 2.
Frozen has been getting those 2-piece High Noons, and they have been doing a lot of work.
Ecstasy unluckily gets caught out by the random arrow.
You hate to see it.
Yep.
That's like Kyrie will go down from gold creeper. Looks like they might get another touch here, but I do think that Nimrod used that immortality, which was a little bit too early, and surprise, surprise, Fearless is back on the hog.
Yep. Not something that we usually see, but he did pull it out on Eichenwald's in their last round.
Right, managed to do a lot with it. And they're going to try to stall as much as they can here, but they're not able to finish it off there.
Yeah, decent time bake. If they are going to get it all the way to the end, it's going to be right at the end of this.
Alright, this game I think will come down to the wire. The hook misses from Fearless. That would have been a huge pick that would have got them at least around that first corner. But it looks like they might get it anyways if Syndicate doesn't touch. And it looks like they won't. It looks like they're giving them a lot of free card range. It's something that I really don't try to do a lot on Ryan myself. But we'll see the Baptiste coming out, absolutely shredding Wormy.
Yep.
Managed to get the res though.
Kyrie does get Game Freak though.
We will see a nanoed Fearless Hog. Responsible with a High Noon and a Dragon, and an Ulcer going left and right. We haven't seen Wormy following up on a lot of his shatters, and Fearless's whole hog actually got cancelled there.
Yep.
Despite that, it looks like they will be winning the fight. Oh, no. Okay. Syndicate just... Kyrie and Nimrod just kind of pops off, especially with that Mercy power boost that you have Lady playing on.
Yeah, Nimrod's shot with the BAP is pretty good, I gotta say. And now he's got this Amplification Matrix. And yeah, like Hanzo with an Amplification Matrix is pretty deadly because each one of those arrows is going to one-shot body shot anybody below that has 200 health or less.
Right, and it looks like that Syndicate's ult economy looks to be a little bit better. But that High Noon could change everything, and Kyrie goes down.
Yep.
They've managed to use all of their ults there, but did manage to catch the fight win, but we will see Syndicate retaliating a little bit with some ults of their own.
A lot of work there.
Fearless just doesn't care, already managing to decimate their DPS. We'd see yet
Wormy will try
another
and see if he
electric
can get the
cowboy
shaft here.
on a baffle. That has to be a
He gets
lot
the
of
pin on
damage, but he gets
Frozen, but he
pinned.
gets taken down.
Doesn't even matter. That is a huge.
Yeah, Ecstasy is coming back with this ult here.
But Fearless is just simply fragging.
Yep.
Manages to not catch even one with the high noon due to the immortality field. And unless we can see Wormy come out with a huge shatter here.
He does have the
This
shatter
might be a
available. If they can melt
4-0.
the shield, he might go
We
for
will
it. That's
see
going to be a big dragon
fall,
coming
and
in,
that
though.
will be it.
That dragon
Unless
can be so
we have
deadly
this
going in there.
wrecking ball contest. Hopefully they don't C9 with it.
Yep.
Is just this simple movement from
Hentai just
Hentai
trying to
looks
roll
to be
around
getting the
and-
job done.
Yep.
They
He's just
can't
trying to
do
roll
it
around
forever.
and spin to
Managed
win.
to pile drive. Almost got that res off. The Game Freak managed to catch. We will see the shatter
He'll
come
get
out
flipped and eventually
from
taken
Wormy,
down.
but it just doesn't matter. And we have your Ascension Clan champions. Team Outrage wins with the 4-0 sweep. Who would have thought that this entire tourney would come down to nothing but sweeps except for one match? I know I didn't. A huge play from Fearless, and that's all that she wrote. Remember, Syndicate does have the option to keep going despite losing and play off the 7-map series. But, nevertheless, Outrage has won, and they are crowned the official winners of the first Ascension Clan tourney. Amazing play from both teams.
Yeah, both teams definitely deserve to be in this tournament, and I think that it was a pretty good game, pretty good match.
Right, for sure. And we're gonna see what they says. Is it GG's for Syndicate, or will we keep going?
Yeah, we can go ahead and play out the last couple maps if both teams want to, but
We're down if they're down.
they're down. All right.
If they're down.
Yeah.
If they're down.
We got one team that's down.
And Fearless, we are.
We'll probably try and get that vote up tonight, and we'll crown an MVP, and we'll figure out something for the MVP.
And it looks like that the Syndicate players are leaving, so this might be a GG.
Yep.
And I've been requested to join a party, so I will be right back.
All right.
In just a few seconds.
Okay. Don't worry about it.
So I will rejoin the party. I've been
Alright.
requested to join a party from the Syndicate captain.
Yep. Alright, so it's looking like that's going to be the only games for today, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream. Thank you everybody for checking in and watching this go, and yeah, GG's to both teams.